Hey guys, so in this video I'm going to be breaking down the pistol strong formation out of the Carolina Panthers playbook. This formation caught my eye because I think it's very balanced and it has a very good run game out of it. And pretty much my strategy when running this formation is to make them respect the run game, which will hopefully open up one-on-one opportunities on the outside, as well as hopefully get them blitzing some linebackers, which will open up the middle for the tight end to do some work. So go ahead and jump straight into it. The base play that I like to come out in when I first start running this formation is the inside zone split. I think it is a great run play to get established early in the game, really make your opponent respect it. I think it works well because there's a lot of different ways you can run it. You can run it up the middle. You have opportunities sometimes where you can cut it to the left, cut it to the right. It's just a tough run to stop without committing a lot of resources to it. And if they do commit a lot of resources to it, it just opens up a lot of other plays out of the formation. So I'll run it a few times for you guys. And right there you saw a linebacker came flying through the gap untouched, and I was still able to get upfield and get 6 yards. Now in this alignment, the defense is in like a nickel wide 9 sugar look, so I actually wouldn't run zone split normally, but I'll go ahead and run it just for sake of demonstration. And right there kind of got blown up and we still fell forward for 5 yards. So just a very good run play in my opinion, very balanced. That's what will happen a lot of times if your opponent doesn't commit a lot of players in the box. That left or the right defensive end won't get blocked, and you'll have a huge hole right outside the left guard to run up through. And now the complement to that run is the Panther zone, which is pretty much a stretch play. Now, you want to run the stretch play if they start pinching their line is a good time to run it, or if there's nobody to the outside of the tight end. So in this case, there's a linebacker to the outside of the tight end, and what that'll do is you won't be able to get that double team block on the outside. And in my experience, when you don't get that double team on the block on the outside, this run's less effective because it forces you to cut it back kind of up the field into some traffic. So I try to avoid running it whenever there is somebody to the outside of the tight end. In this case, I'll go ahead and show you. Maybe I can get right there, a big hole opened up and I was able to get about 10 yards. But in my experience, see in this case, the left defensive end is lined up pretty much directly over the tight end, so you should get a double team from the tight end and the right tackle, and then the tight end will sift off and move up to the second level. So go ahead and try that, and that's pretty much what you're looking for right there, and try to get around the corner and get upfield. Just keep mixing it up, and whatever they commit to, just run the other one. Now I will say this will work better with custom audibles. Originally I thought the inside zone split would be the run audible. However, the run audible is the read option, that X play, which isn't a bad run by any means, but it's kind of inconsistent because if you want to run the ball up the middle, if the middle's wide open, you can audible to the read option, but then if the defensive end crashes down, you're forced to keep it and go outside, maybe into some traffic. So it's not as consistent. Still a great run though. Other plays out of this formation, the triple option switch is a nice mix-up play with the inside zone and the stretch and even the read option. I'd say it complements the read option the best because if you've been running the read option a lot and then you pop them with this, maybe they don't expect the pitch man going out or whatever. And as you see right here on the play call screen, usually there's an R over the defensive end showing you like that's the guy you want to read, and then the P over the safety, it's the pitch man that you want to read. But in this case, I've noticed this happens a lot with this play. Well, not a lot, probably like 50% of the time. There won't be an R over the defensive end, and the defensive end will actually get blocked. And so you pretty much won't have a read man for the read option part. So what I found to be most effective is generally to just give the ball to the running back and just try to get upfield. Right there, it kind of got blown up. I probably actually should have kept it right there. But see, right here again, it's doing it again, where the guy doesn't get red. And right there, I guess maybe before, whenever I was running it, maybe the middle was wide open. I guess just kind of judge it based on your gut. If the middle looks open, go ahead and give it to the running back. If not, just go ahead and keep it. Right here, we've got a normal read play. Safety came up to Cam, so I pitched it to D'Angelo, got 5 yards. I mean, it's a good play. It's a good compliment. I wouldn't run it too often because it is kind of risky. Like, a lot of stuff can go wrong on it. If you make a bad read, you get blown up, take a hit stick, or if you make a bad pitch or something, fumble the ball. So just a play that I would run every now and then. I'm just going to go through the entire run game and then go through the passing game. There's like 3 or 4 passing plays that I like to run out of the formation. Power option I don't really like too much. I feel like it's just a worse version of triple option. Inside zone split I covered. And then you've got the read option and the F-lead read option. So I'll run those a couple times. Pretty much the F-lead read is just going to the left, and then you've got the down audible, which is the read option to the right. So it's actually a pretty good mix-up. If you come out in the F-lead read option, you have the ability to run the read option to the left or to the right. So you can pretty much just pick which side looks more vulnerable and go ahead and try to get something done over there. Right there, defensive end stood up, give it to him. Kind of got blown up in the backfield by that linebacker. Right here, they're in goal line, so it's going to be kind of tough to get anything going. Got 4 yards. So yeah, just kind of mix it up, and just it gives you the ability to pretty much just pick and choose which side you want to run the ball to. So it's a good strategy. Get upfield. It keeps standing. I was trying to get one to keep with Cam, but you get the idea. If the defensive end crashes, go ahead and keep it. And then the last running plays out of this formation that I'm going to go over is in this little, it's like a mini formation inside the formation. The tight end, instead of being on the right side, he flips to the left side, and he's off the line of scrimmage. So like in a wing formation, in the right wide receiver scoots in a little bit and steps up onto the line of scrimmage. So, and then there's 3 plays out of this little mini alignment. They're right here, the off tackle, triple option slip, and the PA corner halfback slip. And now I think the halfback off tackle from this formation is probably one of my favorite runs in the game. It is very effective. You can run to the outside, you can cut it up, you get a lead blocker more times than not. Sometimes the running back doesn't get out in time, but even then, you're still able to usually get upfield and get some good yardage. Like right there. Jonathan Stewart didn't even get out quick enough, still got 7 yards. So this is a very effective run in my opinion. And I actually have a tendency of whenever I used to run this, I would come out in this too much and run it too much, and people would catch on. And that's the thing that I'm going to say you have to be careful with this formation. You really have to keep him on his toes and run a variety of the plays out of the formation. Like I said, I think is the one you want to get established, but just don't go to it too much. See right there that something like that is what will happen a lot of the times. You get tremendous blocking, and it's just up to you to hit the right hole. So the other plays out of that little mini subset are the triple option slip and PA corner HB slip. Triple option slip, basically the same thing as the triple option that I was running earlier to the right. Just read the defensive end. If he crashes down, you keep it, and then more times than not, it will be a safety that comes running up. You read him. If he goes for the quarterback, you pitch it. If not, you just run upfield. And then the PA corner HB slip is the pass play out of this little subset. And what I like to do is I like to put Greg Olsen or whoever your tight end is on an in route. So pretty much your reads are going to be the in route, the flat route by D'Angelo Williams, and then you want to look for the one-on-one on the outside to the left with Kelvin Benjamin, and then your last read is going to be the deep crossing post by Stephen Hill on the right side. You just kind of make a read right there. I kind of got sucked up into the line of scrimmage and got sacked. So I'll try to run it again for you guys here. Right there, I made a bad read. I should have thrown that a lot sooner, but I was kind of hesitant. Right there. Just hit the tight end over the middle, and that's what you want from this formation, or from this play rather. It's basically designed to, the way I designed it to run, is basically if they start bringing up guys and blitzing linebackers and stuff, you just want to hit them quick over the middle with Greg Olsen. Or if you have one-on-one on the outside, you want to hit Kelvin Benjamin. Obviously, if they don't have anybody in the flat, you can try to hit D-Will. Sometimes the play action on this play can get kind of weird. You get sucked up into the line of scrimmage. So if that happens to you a lot, you can go ahead and block Jonathan Stewart. I probably would, because I wouldn't want to take the risk of getting sacked for like no reason. So just go ahead, try to run it here, and get 3 yards. So that's all you really want. You want to put your tight end in a position to make a play. Right there, he gets a great release on his guy and gets upfield. So that's the pass play out of that little subset. It's not the greatest pass play, but it's serviceable to the extent that your opponent kind of has to respect it, especially because of the one-on-one opportunity you can get on the outside. So then the base pass play that I like to come out in this formation is Z-spot. And the reason it is Z-spot is because I like the flat route by D'Angelo Williams. He gets out to the flat really quickly, and you're able to hit him a lot of the time. I like the corner route by Greg Olsen. And then last year, I would leave Kelvin Benjamin on his post route because post routes were very good last year. However, this year, I generally just fade him and try to look for the one-on-one opportunity, which you will get a lot in this formation if you've been running the ball down their throats and they start having to respect the run by putting more people in the box. And I motion hike him 1 step and snap the ball. And pretty much you've got reads all over the field. You've got the drag route coming across the middle. You've got the flat corner combo that you can read against man or zone. Man-to-man, pretty much the corner and the drag should be open almost every time. And a lot of times D'Angelo Williams will actually get a good release into the flat on his man, so you could actually hit him. Against zone, you want to look for the flat to the corner, to the drag coming across the middle, and then if you have one-on-one on the left side, you've got Kelvin Benjamin out there. So right there, I was going to try to hit Kelvin, but I kind of got rushed off the left side and was able to hit D'Angelo in the flats. So I think it's a very, very good play that attacks the field in a lot of different areas and becomes a problem for your opponent to stop, especially if you're mixing it up really well with the variety of runs from the formation. Run it one last time here. I'll try to get one to Kelvin for you guys. So the one-on-one matchup out there with Kelvin. And that's really what you want. You want to establish the run game so that you're able to get one-on-one matchups on the outside with your hopefully bigger receivers. And then over the middle, you want to create some space for your tight end. So pretty much I run 4 pass plays out of this formation if you want to count the slip screen. The slip screen's good. I don't really need to show you guys how to run that. But pretty much you can come out in Z-spot if you want to pass the ball, and the other 2 pass plays that I like to run are already formation audibles. This X-post play is the deep audible, and pretty much all I do is fade Kelvin for the one-on-one matchup. Pretty much your reads are the in route by Greg Olsen. I like to read the in route first and then look if I have one-on-one on the left. If I do, go ahead and throw it. If not, you want to look for the flat to Jonathan Stewart. If he's not open, you pretty much want to look back over the middle of the field and try to find the in route or Stephen Hill's route if they can find an open window. So right there, the flat was open. Just go ahead and take it. Sometimes you have to take what the defense gives you. A lot of times if you're running the ball down your opponent's throat, the first resource that they'll commit to stopping the run is putting the flat zone defenders, either blitzing them or doing something with them so they leave the flats open. So that's a very good place to hit the defense a lot of times if you've been running the ball with success. Right there was just one-on-one with Kelvin. You really have to take advantage of the one-on-one on the outside, in my opinion, out of this formation to really give your opponent headaches and use it to its maximum potential. Try to run this one more time for you guys. And the computer sent some crazy blitz at me. I got like a 4-man B gap. But you guys get the idea. And then the last play is the play action play. It's called PA boot left. And pretty much my only adjustment is I fade Kelvin for the one-on-one. Pretty much you want to read Greg Olsen over the middle, D'Angelo Williams in the flat, one-on-one on the outside with Kelvin, and then your last read is going to be Stephen Hill streaking across the field on the post route. You really want to hit your tight end. This is a play I like to run if I notice that my opponent's blitzing linebackers. That usually opens up the middle of the field for the tight end over the short middle, crossing across the formation. Right there, Cam made a bad throw. I probably threw it into some tight coverage there anyway. I probably could have made a better read. Right there, they were in goal line, so I wouldn't put much stock in that play. But you get the idea. If it's man-to-man, a lot of times Greg will beat his man if you have an athletic tight end there. And a lot of times, if you have a good route runner on the right side, obviously Stephen Hill's not ideal, but if you have a good route runner, a lot of times he'll beat his man as well. So right there, you got the one-on-one matchup with Kelvin on the outside. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this formation. Once again, I think you just need to follow the strategy of establishing the run game, and then once you notice that your opponent's committing a lot of resources to stopping the run, whether it be stacking the box, blitzing defenders, pinching their line, doing whatever, that's when you open it up and try to hit them on the outside, make them pay for committing those resources, take advantage of your one-on-one matchups, and just be smart. Don't do anything dumb. If your opponent's giving you the run game, you don't have to branch out past the ball. Just keep running it down their throat if they don't want to commit to stopping the run. I see a lot of people do that. They'll be running the ball down someone's throat, and then they think that they have to pass for some reason whenever their opponent can't stop their run. And I've fallen victim to that as well. I've had games where I'm running the ball down my opponent's throat, and I think I have to pass for some reason. I start passing, and I make a dumb mistake, I throw a pick or something, and it gets my opponent back in the game. So just be smart, stick with the strategy, and I think you'll have a lot of success with this formation. So I hope this video helps you guys out. If it did, please leave a like, and if not, go ahead and give me some feedback in the comment section below on what I could do better, guys. Alright, thanks for watching, and have a great day. Best of luck online.